Now, The Hunt Palmer Show.
This is a catastrophe.
You are now listening to The Hunt Palmer Show. Brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
That's what I wished for when I blew out my candle.
Locking down the middle of the day. Live from the Raising Cane studio. This is Hunt Palmer.
The floor is yours.
All right, welcome in. Hour number one here on the Hunt Palmer Show, a Wednesday edition. And guys, we are rolling right along in this busy week. It's one of those where most of us here at the station are pulling double duties. But the good thing about that is, well, your day is going to go by quick because you are constantly doing something. Taylor Sharp sitting in the host chair. For our guy Hunt Palmer out tomorrow as well. We're all off on Friday. Guarantee was gracious enough to give us all off July 3rd since the July 4th holiday does fall on a Saturday. But again, Taylor Sharp here with you. Jordan Kitchens, Cassie Spazzali. Cassie still hasn't been to Taco Bell yet, but Jordan, guess what? Dude, I'm leaving the show yesterday.
Yeah.
And my wife calls. She goes, hey, we're going to have dinner a little bit later. You might want to pick up something on the way home. And I'm sitting there, Taco Bell's top of mind, right? So I'm going. And not only do I go to Taco Bell, I didn't order it. I pull up to the window, and the lady goes, hey, a car just left, and they decided they didn't want this drink, and I'm just going to pour it out. Do you want a free small Baja Blast?
Huh.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I took it.
Yeah.
Honestly, better than I remember.
That's actually a very good day.
I pull up. I'm like, we were just talking about this.
Yeah, no,
it's
that's the
destiny.
universe.
And I'm like, how much is Cassie missing out on? Like,
well, what does it taste like?
okay, so
that's actually a hard question to.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like
Okay,
drink.
Well, then how do I know that I'm
how about
missing
this?
it?
Like, how would you describe what Skittles or Fruit Loops taste like? Similar. You've had them.
Yeah.
You know they're pretty good. You can't really explain what they taste like.
Yeah, fair.
Just kind of fruit.
Yeah.
Think tropical fruit. That's kind of it.
Think tropical electricity.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
because there's a lot of sodium in that boy.
It just feels kind of like an electric drink a little bit. It feels like a dirty Sprite, but it's not a dirty Sprite.
It's like a regular drink,
yeah, it's like a Mountain Dew
or something.
Yeah,
it's like a regular Mountain Dew.
It's a soda, it's a Mountain Dew. I got to tell you, Jordan, we're really selling it for.
No, it's just hard to explain.
We have described it perfectly.
Nobody's ever
Might
been
have to go get one after work.
Yeah,
today.
nobody's ever been describe a Baja Blast.
Look,
I don't know.
I know people complain about inflation all the time and gas prices and everything.
I'm one of them.
Nothing in this world has been hit harder by inflation than Taco Bell.
Yeah, because McDonald's prices are still pretty.
Okay, but Taco Bell was notoriously cheap for years. It's you can pull up and get a taco 12 pack for $6.
Yeah.
Dude, yesterday, I'll give you my exact order. Okay, nobody judge me. I was hungry. I hadn't eaten all day. I pigged out a little bit. Crunchwrap Supreme, no tomatoes. Okay, so it's wrapped up. A chicken quesadilla. And then the little bitty tiny bowl, about this big of the Fiesta potatoes.
Okay.
$19.
What?
$19.
That's what a drink?
Well, the drink was free. I pulled up at the window.
Oh, so you didn't even get a drink with that?
No, I didn't order it.
So 3 items was $19?
Yes, it wasn't like a meal or anything. So,
what?
I mean, we'll round it up to 19. It was $18.80
That's
or
still
something
19,
like that.
Still $19, basically. Yeah.
A Crunchwrap Supreme, which, what's a Crunchwrap Supreme? That big?
$19.
A wrapped up taco. A quesadilla, which barely got any meat in it in the first place.
Yeah, you would have did better sitting down eating somewhere.
And right. Yeah. And then I'm like, dude, what is it? You not some fancy restaurant like Outback. This is Taco Bell.
You literally could have sat down at Outback.
What are we doing?
You could have got your bang for your buck at Outback.
I could have went and got a steak and a blooming onion, and it'd have been $35.
Yeah, I'm
going to Taco Bell getting a gordita Crunchwrap and a damn quesadilla for $19.
Yeah, hell, we ain't doing that.
I pull up and I'm like, well, and then they were like, oh, well, do you want to round up to the nearest dollar to support to support student education? I'm like, I can't afford it. No, it's already $18.80. I ain't paying straight up $19. No shot.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, bro.
Well, I was telling Cassie, Taco Bell makes it easier to say no to crap like that because you don't have an actual human on the other end judging you. The Taco Bell and Walker's like a robotic voice.
Oh, okay, it's one of those.
And then I was rude too. I'm like, no, I ain't donating. And the little voice is just like, thank you.
Yeah,
pull forward. Yeah. I'm like, see, I don't even feel bad about myself at that point, but it was rough.
Dude, 3 items for $19.
Yeah,
I'm still stuck on
dude.
that.
I was like,
no drink.
I started thinking to myself, I'm like, No, I'm only paying for me, not the car behind me.
Yeah, literally.
We're not doing this pay it forward crap. It's only for me.
Like, did you add it up correctly?
Like, I'm $19
yeah,
for that?
there's no
you
way.
kidding?
It's no way.
Well, now I'm not gonna go. It's too expensive.
I don't blame you now because $19.
You know
for
what?
three things.
If she doesn't go, it's on us because
Yeah.
we did an
No, it's
awful.
on you.
No. You also did an awful job of explaining
That's
the
on
Baja
you.
Blast.
No,
You did a
$3
bad
for
job of
$19.
explaining it too.
No.
You said it was like Sprite and electricity.
Well, hey, that sounds electric to me.
Okay. I'll go. Just get a Baja Blast.
Thank you. Frozen. Get the frozen one.
Okay, you got to get like a cheese roll up or something.
It's too expensive.
A cheese roll up is still like
$1.50.
$1.50.
About how expensive it is.
Their cheese prices hadn't went up. The
$5
cheese
might
roll
be.
up's still like $1. Everything else is like
What's
$6.
a cheese roll
Okay,
up?
so think about like a soft taco, okay,
Okay.
with cheese inside, and it's just rolled up. That's it. It's
Why
pretty-
would I spend money on that when I can just like make that at home?
Because Cassie, it's Taco Bell. Like you don't understand. It's what America's known for: drive-through Mexican food, obviously.
Yeah, that's
Totally.
that's the
That
most
just
American thing it
screams
could
America.
be. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah.
All right, look, I didn't think we were gonna spend 6 minutes on this. I apologize, but I had to get it off my chest. I thought it was cool that I pulled up and they were like, "Oh, free Baja Blast." I'm like, "Damn, Jordan and Cassie, like we were just talking
talked
about
about
this,"
it.
and then the price of it kind of irritated me. But all right, look, we got a lot to get to. Big commitment day across college football. Some of the top recruits in the country are all announcing today. Rivals actually on their YouTube channel. They have a YouTube live. Started around 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, go until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. A bunch of top recruits again across the country committing to schools. LSU was supposed to have one. We'll get to that, but before we do, let's get this thing started.
Welcome to the big league.
It's time for Hunt's Opening Drive, presented by Fabry Chevrolet GMC in St. Francisville.
In the slow off-season months, it's really just talking season, right? You see a lot of lists, you see a lot of things coming out, previewing teams for the 2026 season. And then when I saw, hey, big-time recruiting today and tomorrow coming up, a lot of recruits out there, a couple guys that maybe LSU could reel in, I was fired up. And I was like, man, I'm going to come in today. We're going to be the first show on this station to talk about this. Well, it's not happening. Jaden Anding, the four-star safety from Ruston, was scheduled to announce his commitment about 30 minutes ago. And then around 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, Shea Dixon actually was the first one I saw tweet that Jaden Anding will not be committing during that Rivals live stream YouTube show. There's a chance he still commits later tonight. Shea kind of just said they're still ironing out some of the details. LSU's still the favorite at the moment to land Jaden Anding, but something is going on there. Not quite ready to commit to the purple and gold, but you guys know Jaden Anding. Again, the four-star safety from Ruston. His older brother, Aiden, already on the team. A corner, unfortunately, will not play this year because he did tear that Achilles in one of those spring scrimmages. But the 5'11", 165-pound four-star, again, Ruston High School. A lot of people have believed this is a two-horse race between LSU and the Ole Miss Rebels. And you know Ole Miss doesn't love anything more than trying to stick it to LSU after taking their head coach. Again, he will not commit today as previously planned. LSU still believed to be the choice at the moment, but if any reports come out that he's leaning one way or the other, we will have that for you as the show goes along. Despite the fact that Jaden Anding not committing today, it's still going to be a big day for LSU tomorrow regardless. Either LSU fans are going to be rejoicing or they're going to be a little upset because LSU hitting the recruiting trail hard and really going hard after the safety position because four-star safety Davion Jones set to commit tomorrow, July 2nd. This is possibly between LSU, South Carolina. Some people believe the Georgia Bulldogs are in the mix as well. A lot like Anding, 5'11", around 170 pounds. This time, Davion from the state of North Carolina. The Gamecocks did get the final visit for Davion Jones, and he moved his commitment date up to Thursday, July 2nd. It was supposed to be later on in the year. That's good news for someone because typically when you move that recruiting date up, you hear it all the time. Watch what they do, not what they say. Moving that recruiting date up, it means he's pretty much locked in and he knows what his choice is going to be. Hopefully, it's the good guys and he pulls out the purple and gold tomorrow during that commitment. And he's not the only one. Four-star safety Greedy James from Manville, Texas, set to make some sort of announcement tomorrow. Now, This is a guy that's been committed to the Texas Longhorns for quite a while. 6 foot, 180 pounds, the number 5 safety in the 2027 recruiting class. A lot of people believe that he could flip to the Tigers. Notre Dame's in the running for him. Obviously, Texas, LSU, and there's some recruiting insiders, some sites out there that actually believe at this moment LSU is actually the favorite. We'll see how all that plays out. So you were hoping you were going to get Jaden Anding on board today. You didn't. Maybe it happens at some point today. Maybe he pushes that back, but you hope you're still sitting pretty with the Louisiana native. And then, of course, again, Davion Jones, the 4-star safety from North Carolina. Greedy James, the safety out of the state of Texas. It makes a lot of sense when you look at the depth chart for LSU, potentially in 2027, that they would go this hard after the safety position. I think your secondary for this season is awesome. I mean, you got Pickett and Woodland on the outside, and then your safeties, Ty Benefield, Tamarcus Cooley with Deshaun Spears down there at star. That's awesome. I don't know if there's a better starting 5 anywhere in the SEC as far as secondary goes. But you are really, really thin behind them. And you're losing Cooley and Benefield. They're not going to be here next year. Now, potentially, Deshaun Spears, if he returns next year, could move back to safety, which was his original position anyways, if needed. But you would like to keep him at star. So, with Cooley and Benefield gone next year, here's what it looks like of guys that are currently on the roster that have eligibility and could be back next year. Mansour Delane's younger brother, Fahim. He'll be a sophomore this year at LSU. Jace Thomas, the redshirt freshman. Isaiah Washington, who just signed in the spring. He'll be a freshman this year. Possibly CJ Jim Coyley. Remember, he came in as a safety out of high school. He's a bigger-bodied guy. Currently, right now, on the roster as a linebacker is what he's listed at, but you could always move him back to safety if you felt necessary. And then, of course, Deshaun Spears could come back as well. But right now, the safeties we know for sure, Fahim Delane, Jace Thomas, Isaiah Washington. Obviously, there's the transfer portal, but we don't know what that looks like right now. If you look at the current roster, there are a lot of spots up for grabs. So it makes a lot of sense that LSU would go after these safeties. And it also makes a lot of sense that these highly touted safeties would come to LSU because it kind of seems like there's a really good path to, maybe if you're not even the starter, to at least get on the field and contribute meaningful snaps for this defense next season. We'll see what happens. Big time bummer though today, at least for the moment, that no announcement one way or the other from Jaden Anding. The good news is he hasn't committed anywhere else. The bad news is there's obviously something going on. He wasn't 100% comfortable and ready to fully commit to Lane Kiffin's program. So we'll monitor that as the show goes along. A big recruiting day tomorrow for the Tigers, as well as there's potentially 2 more safeties that could commit to the LSU Tigers. All right, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick timeout. When we get back, I want to talk a little Chris Olave. That's kind of the final thing we need to see from the Saints this offseason of when are they going to pay him? What's his contract going to look like? Me and Jordan are going to break that down next here on the Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Highland Insurance Group, HighlandIG.com is the website. Property and casualty or group employee benefits. Your one-stop shop for all things insurance is, of course, the Highland Insurance Group. If you're a business owner and you don't have a great relationship with your insurance broker, they're just the guy who came with the lowest premium number, that's one way to handle it, but it might not be the best way, especially when something happens. Whether it's a hurricane or a car accident or a cyber breach or a lawsuit or an injury. When that happens, you're going to need your insurance to respond. And if you only have the insurance in place because it was the cheapest one, it may not. Jonathan Carver and his team can be a trusted advisor and a part of your team as a business to make sure that your business continues to run even if the event happens. Give them a call or check them out online, HighlandIG.com. They're right here in Baton Rouge, but they can help you out statewide. It's Jonathan Carver and his team at the Highland Insurance Group. They're online at HighlandIG.com.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at lockmeredith.com to learn more. And whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. Trusted by champions, built for Louisiana.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
My name is Mike Krumholt, and I've been with First American Bank for 4 years. What makes First American Bank special is we're able to offer all the products and services that any other big bank can offer. What sets us apart is being able to give that small town feel that someone can pick up the phone and they can talk to someone or stop by the branch and get excellent customer service.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers.
You're listening to The Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools.
They got deals. Fabry Chevrolet GMC has got some savings for you, and I am going to tell you about them because if you'd like to get by and take a look, you can certainly do it. They're on Highway 61 in St. Francisville. You can get a 2026 Chevy Silverado at 0% APR financing from now until the end of the month. That's not a long time. You got a week and a half, but 0% APR financing on 2026 Chevy Silverados for 36 months. You can get a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 at 2.9 financing for 72 months now until the end of the month. Great deals on Silverados and Sierras, and got some vehicles that are potentially really affordable. Chevy Trailblazer, Chevy Trax, as low as $30,000 over at Fabry Chevrolet GMC. So if that's the price range you're looking at, go see them. Highway 61 in St. Francisville. They're also online at FabryChevrolet.com. FabryChevrolet.com.
All right, welcome back in here to a Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. Taylor Sharp sitting in the host chair for Hunt Palmer, who is out all week on vacation. Jordan Kitchens, Cassie Spazzali, hanging out with you here as well. I think the Saints have actually done a really, really good job this offseason. There are very few complaints that I have of roster moves and decisions and what they did and didn't do. If I had one complaint, it would be I would have signed Chris Olave to an extension directly after the season. Only because that price tag is going to continue to go up and up and up and up. And a lot of people have asked this offseason, should you pay Chris Olave top money? Is he worth top money? In a perfect world, no. And that is not a shot at Olave. I have always held this opinion, regardless of the receiver, unless they're Hall of Fame caliber. It's, I don't want to spend top dollar on a wide receiver. If you already have a big money quarterback, I'd rather dump that money into my quarterback to make my receivers look a little bit better. I'd rather dump that money into my O-line and my defense to help out the rest of the offense. It's a strategy that the Buffalo Bills do a little bit, right? They have a really good offensive line up front. You have Josh Allen, best quarterback in the NFL. And, I mean, for the past couple of years, Khalil Shakir has been the leading receiver. Now, they did have Stephon Diggs, but there hasn't been a significant drop-off in Josh Allen's production since Diggs left town. I just look at the last 10 or so teams to win the Super Bowl. None of them had high-priced wide receivers. They all had high-priced quarterbacks. But, okay, 2017, New England Patriots, Atlanta Falcons, I imagine one of Jordan Kitchens' favorite Super Bowls. The New England Patriots, number one guy, Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, I mean, those guys were never top 10 to 15 highest paid receivers in the league. The next season, Philly versus New England. Alshon Jeffrey had a decent contract. I mean, he wasn't considered the highest paid guy in the league, but, I mean, you had a guy. So we'll count that as a paying a top-tier receiver paid off. Patriots again against the Rams again. Edelman, kind of the guy there as well. Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers. Chiefs win that Super Bowl. Tyreek Hill on the team. Tyreek Hill had a decent contract. But Tyreek Hill wanted a bigger deal. The Chiefs moved on from him and won 2 Super Bowls without it. They could certainly use him right now, but at the time, it wound up not mattering. Tampa, yeah, they had Mike Evans. He was an established guy, sure. The Rams, that was the year before Cooper Kupp got that big deal. Same thing this past year with the Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba was still on his rookie contract. You get the point. It's like paying a receiver top of the market money hasn't always equaled winning a Super Bowl. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But the good thing about the Saints is you have a quarterback that showed a lot of promise last year on a rookie contract. And that's why I think the Saints are going to pay Chris Olave top-tier money. And honestly, when you look around the league, take the raw numbers of dollars and cents out of it and look at some of the guys that are ahead of him right now. Like, okay, Jordan, I'm bringing you in here. I'm going to throw some names out to you, and you tell me if Olave is better or worse than this guy.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson.
I mean, he's worse than
Okay.
Jettis.
You would rather Jefferson, right?
All day.
Would you rather Olave or Lamb?
I do like CeeDee Lamb. Yes,
okay.
I do like
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes.
Olave or DK Metcalf?
Olave.
DK Metcalf makes $1 million less than CeeDee Lamb. On average. His average annual salary is $1 million less than CeeDee Lamb. Okay, here's one. His college teammate, Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson?
I do like G5, but I'll say Olave.
I would say Olave as well. Obviously, you're taking Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Okay. Olave or T. Higgins?
Olave.
T. Higgins makes $28 million per year, 28.7.
That's a lot of money for a receiver, too.
Alec Pierce.
Oh, come on, man. Olave all day.
Thank you. Alec Pierce got a 4-year, $114 million deal.
No, sir.
Which kind of goes back to my original point of the longer you wait to pay a player, the more expensive they're going to be.
Like Drake London.
Drake London. And honestly, there's been people that said, oh, well, Drake London's not on or Olave's not on the level of Drake London. He's been more consistent.
Yeah. He's going to want more than Drake London in the same division.
There are people out there that just say Olave's not a 1. And maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Do you think Chris Olave can be a wide receiver 1?
Yeah, I think he can.
The arguments I hear, I agree. The arguments I hear is, oh, well, he's not 6'3". Who cares? Doesn't really matter. Half the guys I just listed are 6'3".
Yeah.
And then the other thing I hear is, oh, well, Olave's injured. He never plays. Okay. In 2024, Chris Olave he only played in 8 games. And look, that was the concussion year.
That was Derek Carr.
That's Derek Carr throwing him hospital balls across the middle, right?
Okay. Derek Carr leaves, and immediately he's an all-pro. Come on now.
Take 2024 out of the equation. His rookie year, played 15 games, so only missed 2. Played 16 out of 17 games in 2023. Played 16 games last year. Yeah. You take 2024 out of the equation, he's missed 4 games in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean,
and these aren't soft tissue lingering issues, knock on wood, so far that he's had. I mean, he's dealt with blood clots. He's dealt with concussions. Like, these are not things you hope that would linger. You look at Olave, dude. I mean, the years he's played at least double-digit games, 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. Last year, almost 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's with very, very shaky quarterback play.
Andy Dalton, Derek Carr.
You're going to pay Chris
Rattler.
Olave, and honestly, like again, I started this segment saying I'm not going to pay my wide receiver top dollar. You can afford to do it because Shuck is still on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, you need him.
You do.
Because let's look at the Saints receiver room. I think it's much better than a year ago. Much better. Not even a question about it. But Devon Vele stepped up big late in the year. When Tyler Shuck took over that offense, dude, he was like the third down merchant, right?
Yeah.
Shuck's buying time, throwing it up to him on third down. Vele's coming up with it. Can he do that a whole season? We haven't seen it. If fully healthy, I think Jordan Tyson could be really good. There's some injury worries there.
I don't even know what it looks like fully healthy.
Right. Bryce Lance. I think you got to steal with Bryce Lance in the mid-round of this draft. I think he could be really good. We talked about him a little bit yesterday. He's a rookie. You got Jalen Polk and Trey Palmer. They didn't play all last year because of injury. And honestly, Jalen Polk hadn't played a ton in his NFL career due to injuries. Yes, there's a lot of potential. And
he's a mystery box.
And he was a really good college receiver at Washington.
Yeah, he's a mystery box. I like him.
But he's a mystery box.
Yeah, we got to see.
A lot of talent.
Yeah.
I think a lot more talent than a year ago.
Yeah. Oh, not even close.
A lot of question marks there.
Yeah, I mean,
Olave's the one guy that you don't have question marks with. I understand everybody wants to be like, Tyler Shuck's 27 years old. I don't care. He's still going into his second year in the league, and he didn't even start a full season. Yeah. You need that sure thing on the outside. That's Chris Olave right now, for better or worse. Like the tight end room, talented. Juwan Johnson looked great with Tyler Shuck at times last year. There's been times in his Saints career that Saints fans hadn't been too happy with Juwan Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
You're bringing in Noah Fant, solid. You draft Oscar Delp in round 3, which was a lot higher than a lot of folks thought you were going to go after a tight end. A lot of hype around him at Georgia and, didn't really live up to the expectation, but that's not the role they asked him to play. Again, a rookie. Like, I think there is a lot of weapons for Tyler Shuck to throw to, but if you take Chris Olave out of this equation, it gets a lot more hairy. There's a lot more potential in the room. There's not enough. We know what this guy can do. This guy's already got a connection with Tyler Shuck. Olave is kind of the only guy. So do you pay Chris Olave?
Yeah, you have no choice but to pay Chris Olave. You can't afford to lose Chris Olave. And at the same time, your Shuck's on a rookie deal. He's going to be on his rookie deal for the next 2 to 3 years. So it's like
now is your time to do it.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to bring up the Cincinnati Bengals, and trust me, I have criticized them for their contracts that they've given out more than any. You had already paid Burrow the big money. Then you paid Jamar Chase top money. Then on top of that, you threw a big bag at T. Higgins, which was stupid anyways.
Yeah, that one.
Like, T. Higgins is great, but like, okay, if you had Jamar Chase and a mid-level wide receiver too.
Still be good.
Right. I mean, I don't think there's a significant drop-off if you let T. Higgins walk, which is what they should.
Draft a receiver.
Right, and it's not that Higgins isn't a good player, but yeah, draft a rookie.
Really good.
Draft a rookie receiver. You got the best receiver in the NFL and a guy over here who's solid on a rookie deal for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Like that's the route they should have taken. But the Saints have more wiggle room because you have what you hope is the answer at a franchise quarterback on a rookie deal. You got to take advantage of it now.
And your division. That's the biggest key to all of this. When you look at it, the Bengals, they have to compete with the Steelers every year, the Ravens, like their division is way better.
Dude, 8-9 won this division a year ago.
Literally. There's no world beaters.
Jake had us do a exercise actually yesterday on OTB talking about which teams that had a losing record could make a Super Bowl run this year. And I'm looking up teams with a losing record, and I start laughing. And Flynn goes, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, every team in the NFC South had a losing record a year ago. It was 3, 8, and 9 teams, and then the New Orleans Saints.
All you gotta do is get hot at the right time.
It's wide open, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it's going to look like with Bryce Young.
Nobody knows.
All I heard last year was, man, Bryce Young looks better. Yeah, but is better good enough?
Yeah.
Better than bad still ain't good.
Yeah. But
I don't know what it's going to look like in Atlanta.
But also, look, when you think about it like this, you have another year with Bryce Young where, we'll see if he's getting benched or whatever. All right, that's cool. Falcons are fighting. They don't even know who their starting quarterback is right now.
Yep.
They had that going on. Baker's in like a contract dispute with the Bucks. Some words are being said here and there. The Saints are really like, I'll give the Panthers that. The Saints and the Panthers right now are looking like the most cohesive teams at the moment. So if you start off the season right, we got a little gauntlet in the beginning of the year. You can get off to a good start. This division, like you said, you need 8 wins, 8 to 9 wins. You start the season off right. You got snake pit, Lions, Ravens, week 1 and 2. You find a way to get over that and win early in the division. you can kind of, I'm going to say run away with it, but you can set yourself up. But the Bucks did that last year, and they fell apart. But, like, you can kind of do that and kind of replicate that a little bit.
Dude, is the Baker contract thing's a little weird because...
Very weird.
They're not paying anybody. Like, you can say, we don't want to pay Baker all that money. Whether you think he's worth it or not is not the question. But, like, what are you spending your money on?
Mike Evans is gone.
Mike Evans is gone. Your number one receiver is Egbuka on a rookie deal. Your number one running back is Bucky Irving on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
You're completely revamping your defense.
Is it the tackle? I guess it'd be one of the tackles.
Tristan Wirfs is making money, but I mean, that's
about it. I don't really think. Yeah.
I mean, like,
defense.
That's the thing. Like, Tampa's going to screw around, lose him too, and then you're going to have journeyman quarterbacks throw into Emeka Egbuka and Tez Johnson. Good luck.
I love that.
Good luck with the New Orleans Saints only getting better. Like, that's like, it's weird to me that they haven't got this done already. Because again, the longer you wait, the more expensive someone becomes.
There you go.
And you can say, oh, we'll play out the final year of your deal. Okay. What if Baker Mayfield
balls out,
throws 40 touchdowns this year, which he's done before? What?
Same thing happened to Sam
His
Darnold.
price tag's $10 million more than what it would have been. Same thing. Yes. Sam Darnold. Like, they're lucky they got him when they did.
Yep.
It's just, you got to pay the guys now. And, okay, another thing with Olave. Everyone says, okay, well, he's not a guy that can do it on his own. Like, he may need some help. He may be like a 1A, 1B. He did it last year. I mean, you had Chris Olave, Mason Tipton, Ronnie Bell, and every now and then Devon Vele.
My boy Kevin Austin.
And Olave's still doing it. Teams are having to key in on him because he's the only weapon, and he was still productive. So, like, I don't see the downside in making this move. And you could say, okay, well, the concussions catch up with him. It doesn't have to be a long-term deal. You give him enough money per year, dude, 3-year deal.
There'll be some incentives in there, you know, whatnot, just, doing injuries.
How many games you play and all
exactly.
that.
They'll be in there.
The Bucks did that with Rob Gronkowski when he came out of retirement.
Yeah, why not?
It was, hey, we know you're good. You've had injuries. Come in here. If you play, like, let's say 75% of the snaps, you get $1 million more. You get this and this. You can make it work. Like, that is the one. If I had one complaint in the offseason for the Saints, it's that you're kind of dragging your feet on this, and it's just going to cost you more and more
Drake
money.
London, I'd say before the Drake London deal. You should have got that done before he got signed.
Well, if you'd have got it done immediately, Drake London wouldn't have got signed yet. Yeah. Alec Pierce wouldn't have got signed yet. Yeah. Like, you got to get it done because who's the next mid-level receiver to get a fat contract and then it balloons even more? Like, get it done now. You have the chance to do it. For the first time in forever, you're not in absolute salary cap hell. Make it happen. Save yourself some money.
Yep.
All right, look, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we get back, get some of those questions in the chat. I know we got a few right now in the doc as well. We got some What If Wednesday coming up next here on The Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Shout out to my friend David Duvall, One Bath and Closets, online at onebathandclosets.com, onebathandclosets.com. Tub to shower conversion can be a really, really efficient and effective way to transform your bathroom. It's not time encompassing. It's not invasive into your home. David says a tub to shower conversion can be done oftentimes in 3 to 5 days. And if you have a tub that you don't use or it's not working properly, or you got one of those big 90s jacuzzi style tubs that takes up a ton of space and you never get in it, well, turn that space into a walk-in shower. It's transformative. Can add value to your home as well. You won't know unless you ask David Duvall. Have that free consultation. Just sit down with David, chat about what he can do for you. They do have financing available, 0% up to 18 months. So go to onebathandclosets.com and get that consultation. You'll be able to see the pictures of their great work. You'll see the satisfied clients who have left reviews. It's David Duvall and One Bath and Closets. Been at it for 35 years. Onebathandclosets.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
The Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office protects and serves over 132,000 residents across the parish.
Keeping our community safe is our mission, and Rev Fiber plays a critical role in how we respond. Whether it's training in our special divisions, forensics investigations, or fielding emergency calls in our operations center, Rev Business connects our teams in real time, which is why we partner with Rev Business.
Get 6 months free of Rev Business services. Call or click today.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinecenterla.com.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
You're listening to The Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools.
First, let's tell you about Ochsner. They've been reminding you all month long, about the incredible things they've got going on over at Ochsner. If you are an athlete or you're just trying to stay active, Ochsner Rangers Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute can help keep you moving. They can get you moving as well. You've got access to the highest levels of specialized care. You've got nationally renowned expertise, the latest equipment, and you've got modern facilities, and that includes the convenient walk-in orthopedic clinic at Elite Training Complex, the Burbank location, when you need care fast. So if you've got a sprain, if you've got a strain, if you've got a minor dislocation, maybe even an ACL tear, sudden ongoing non-spine-related musculoskeletal pain, any of that, you can walk into Elite Training Complex on Burbank without an appointment. They are happy to see you. They've got on-site x-rays, and they can treat those minor injuries for you. So you'll drive by, you'll see Elite. They got the big football field with the goalposts out there. You can't miss it, and you can walk in. It's Ochsner, online at ochsner.org/brortho.
All right, welcome back in here. Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. About 20 minutes left here in hour number 1. Taylor Sharp sitting in the big boy chair for our guy, Hunt Palmer, who is out on vacation. Look, we've been sports heavy all week long. Opening segment, we hit on a little LSU recruiting and a commitment that wound up not even coming to fruition, didn't commit anywhere. He wound up pushing that back. Again, we'll get into a little bit more info if stuff starts to trickle out throughout the show. Last segment, we hit a little New Orleans Saints. Should the Saints pay Chris Olave, and why they need to hurry up and do it, or it's going to cost them a heck of a lot of money. Right now, though, they do it every Wednesday around this time here on the Hunt Palmer Show. It's time for a little What If Wednesday.
Time, space, reality. It's more than a linear path. Where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities. Follow me and ponder the question. What if?
Take it away, Mr. Kitchens.
All right, so what if LeBron James turned to football?
First off, he shouldn't because he's 42 years old. But look, the reason that this is being brought up, you saw all the fans of all the different teams yesterday mentioning, hey, LeBron, come to our team, come to our team.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills and our own LSU Tigers both cropped pictures of him in the jersey saying, hey, you never know what's going to happen. Come play football. And obviously it was a little tongue-in-cheek, but remember, dude, LeBron was a hell of a football player in high school. I mean,
yeah, he was.
I get it. It's almost like a cheat code. You're a 6'8" wide receiver playing against guys that probably look like me out there. So
there's footage out there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got actually a pretty impressive highlight tape. He flirted with this idea a little bit during 2020 when the NBA canceled their season. Thought about being a tight end. He really wanted to go play. His team, for whatever reason, is the Dallas Cowboys. I guess if you live in Cleveland, you absolutely do not want to pull for the Cleveland Browns. So I totally understand that point.
Yeah.
It's a little late in the game. He's about 10 years too late on that.
But it would be crazy because it would be a frenzy to see who signs LeBron just off ticket sales.
Oh,
and
Cleveland.
just off the
Cleveland one, they suck and they're going to do anything to stay relevant. Two, the hometown connection there with the folks in Cleveland.
You don't think Jerry throw him a little contract?
You know,
I'm about to say, you don't think Jerry?
I think you're onto something because I think Jerry cares more about making money in PR.
Yeah.
Even though he's terrible at PR than he does winning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so
See it.
staying on LeBron. So what if LeBron comes to the Pelicans?
It'd be exciting, wouldn't it? We may get into that a little bit later on, coming up in hour number 2. We're gonna talk a little NBA free agency, the 2:00 hour. Exciting. I mean, I don't know if you'd win anything with him, but honestly, man, there's if you just look talent-wise, not injuries, not how horrible of an organization this is that's run. There's talent there. I mean, there's a little bit of allure. I mean, if you keep Zion, Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen have looked really good as rookies. I mean, they're still young guys. Trey Murphy. I mean, I imagine if you bring in somebody like a LeBron, you probably have to move on from a Trey Murphy or Herb Jones. But I mean, looking at the raw roster, like there's worse places he could go.
And honestly, the blender will be packed every night. At least we know every night the blender is going to be packed. They don't have to sit there. You get a large smoothie from Smoothie King and get 2 Pelican tickets. So get past that. So what if Trey Green gets number 7?
Okay, so I love the number 18 tradition. I think it's awesome. I think you give it to a guy that represents everything it means to be a Tiger. I think number 7's kind of stupid.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
Whoa, speak on it.
It does nothing for me. Like, I think it was kind of forced anyways. And then, like, if we're being honest, when's the last time LSU had a player was number 7 who was actually the best player on the team? DJ Chark back in like 2017. Fournette in 16.
I mean, I can't even say he's the best player in 27. Was Jamal Adams still there? Oh no, Jamal might have been left.
Yeah, I mean he left in 16 with Fournette, but like, is it Leonard Fournette? Like, when's the last time 7's actually been?
Leonard, because Harold Perkins had it. Will Campbell. I mean, you're gonna count what Will Campbell had it, quote unquote. Stingley barely wore it. I'm about to say Jamar never wore it.
You know what? If he wants to wear 7 and it's important to the players, then just wear 7. I'm going. It didn't really move the needle for me.
But if you were to give 7, would you give it to him, or would you, if you had to guess, you would give it to? Because they're gonna give it to somebody.
I mean, yeah, because there's so many new guys on the team. I mean, you don't know what a lot of them are gonna do. Yeah, probably. I'd probably give it to Trey Green. Yeah, okay, fine with that.
So from the YouTube chat, what if LSU loses to Clemson in the opener? Do we still have any chance of making the college football playoffs?
Absolutely not. Easiest answer I'll have all day. You got to beat Clemson.
Okay.
Because, so if you lose to Clemson, you're 1 loss. That means you have Ole Miss at Oxford.
Oof.
You have A&M in Tiger Stadium, but it's Texas A&M, and you've struggled with them for 2 years.
Yep.
Alabama.
Yep.
Texas.
Yep.
At Tennessee. If you lose to Clemson, you essentially, to feel comfortable about making the playoff, have to win 4 of those 5. 10-2 gets you in comfortably. 9-3, you're sweating it a little bit.
Sweating it.
So you would have to win 4 out of 5 of those games, which is a really, really tough ask. And you're behind the 8 ball losing that season opener. I mean, theoretically, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think it would be tough. I'm going to say no. I don't think they have a shot if they lose to Clemson.
I mean, when you think about it, winning 4 out of 5 of those games is borderline impossible. Unless Sam Levitt is the second coming, I don't see how that would be possible. Especially that Texas game is going to be. I mean, we already know what the Ole Miss game is going to be, but that Texas game where Arch comes back to Louisiana, that game's going to be. You already know what's going to be.
Right. Like that's an environment that I want to be at. And like, look, whatever you think about. Like, okay, I have set up here. I've done it the past 2 days and said I think there's a lot of question marks on Ole Miss's roster. You have a brand new head coach who's never had to be the guy to start the season.
Yep.
So even if you think talent for talent, LSU might have a little bit better roster, I do think that. that's going to be a hostile environment.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough place to play. I mean, anyone and everyone that wants to get into that stadium, as long as you're wearing red and blue, you're probably going to be allowed in that stadium because they want to make it as difficult for Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weis Jr. as humanly possible. That's going to be a tough one. So, like, you have to beat Clemson. Because if you don't beat Clemson, you go to Oxford, you're in danger of starting the season 1-2, and you have to win out the rest of the way. It's possible. It leaves you no margin for error if you lose to Clemson. You basically got to be perfect the rest of the way, and that's a tough ask.
What a first-year coach.
With the schedule. Like, there's so many national pundits and lists and everything that say, oh, LSU has a really easy schedule. I disagree. Yeah. I understand you got Bama at home, Texas at home, Texas A&M. I don't care. Those teams are really good. You still have a first-year head coach, even if you think it's an upgrade from Kelly to Lane Kiffin. You still have a lot of guys in the portal that, like a Ty Benefield, like a Sam Levitt, that are highly recruited. They hadn't played in the SEC yet. Yep. Even a Jordan Seat, he hadn't played in the SEC yet. There's still a lot. That it's a tough schedule with a brand new team. You need as much help as you could possibly get. You can't lose to Clemson. Yep. That's kind of where I'm at on it. Okay, one more here from the chat. What if Taco Bell was cheap like it was in the early 90s? Would Taylor be over 300 pounds? I don't eat it a ton, and it's not because of the price. Now, if I was single, my wife is a great cook.
Okay.
She knows how to do all that. Like, I've learned a little bit. She's taught me a few things. I like to,
You won't starve by yourself.
Right, but I'd be eating it a lot more.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll be in a consistent daily diet.
She keeps us grounded. Believe it or not, Jordan, this is going to be a shocker for you to hear. Victoria is the more mature one out of the two of us. I know that you're thinking, oh my gosh, this guy seems like he has it all together. Not always the case.
Yeah, man.
So
happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So I would eat it more, but I don't eat it a ton. So no, I don't think I'd be 300 pounds. I'd be a lot less healthy overall. Sure. Because I mean, even me, I'm gonna have to go over there and be like, hey, give me that taco 12 pack for like $5.50. Yeah. That'd be awesome. But no, I don't think I'd be 300 pounds. I'd probably be close to it. All right, look, that's gonna do it for What If Wednesday. When we get back, closing out hour number 1 here on the Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
First American Bank and Trust. First American Bank and Trust. FABT.com. FABT.com. Bank local. They've been local at First American Bank and Trust for 116 years. It's kind of hard to believe, but it's true. 116 years they've been here, and they've grown to 25 locations throughout Southeast Louisiana. There's always one near you, whether you're around Baton Rouge and Dutchtown or Jones Creek, maybe up I-12 in St. Tammany and Tangipahoa, down the Bayou, St. James, St. John, Lafourche, Terrebonne, over in the New Orleans area, and Metairie. First American Bank and Trust is here in every single decision they make. All the decisions are made locally. So the people that are making decisions based on your commercial loan, your personal loan, are right here in the state of Louisiana, in Southeast Louisiana. You're not just a line item for somebody who's checking something in Atlanta or Sacramento. Right here in Southeast Louisiana. So stop in one of the branches, conveniently located, 25 of them, or check them out online at FABT.com. First American Bank and Trust.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at reliefwindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Hey, Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
Eagle 98.1, the rock station. Home of the Woody Show in the morning. Scotty Mack with Rock at Work. Michelle Southern with Southern Rock. Home of LSU sports since 1998. And rock for Baton Rouge since 1985. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. To join our VIP fan club, text ROCK to 225-499-9898. Eagle 98.1, the rock station.
These are the luckiest.
This is the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools.
All right, welcome back in here. Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. Taylor Sharp in for our guy, Hunt Palmer. Jordan Kitchens, Cassie Spazzali hanging out with you as well. Brought to you by Renaissance Home and Pools. Jordan, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. You didn't know I was going to ask you this. Do you know what George Foreman's kids' names are?
No idea.
Okay, so to tie this all together, we were talking about Jaden Anding to open the show.
Okay.
Me and Moose were talking about it because his brother Aiden's already on campus at LSU. And I was like, need a little bit more creativity, guys. Jaden and Aiden, like, a little too close. Then we started talking about Leonard Fournette and his younger brother, Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why I know this, but I knew it some kind of way. First off, George Foreman has 12 kids, which is insane.
Okay.
George Foreman has 5 sons. And he named all of them George.
Swear to all named George.
He's got George Jr., George 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
George Foreman the 6th.
Now, only one of them goes by George. George Jr. George 3, we got Monk.
Monk.
Yep. That's his nickname. George 4 is Big Wheel.
He should have been G4.
George 5 is Red.
Red. He's light skinned. I promise you he's light skinned. Promise you. Guarantee.
Why?
Because it's red. So, like, light-skinned people are referred to as red. So that's why I'm like, he's red. Guarantee he's red.
You learn something new every day.
It's light-skinned.
And then George 6, Little Joey, of course.
Little Joey.
So.
And they all come from the same mother, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know, who?
Oh, you'll love this. 7 daughters.
7 daughters.
He had to slip in a Georgetta.
I swear Georgetta.
Georgetta, dude.
Man,
you know
what?
But at that point, why not like Georgia?
Yeah.
Georgina, Georgetta.
Like Georgetta's like not a name.
I like Georgia.
Like,
Georgia Foreman.
That works.
Georgetta. She's a TV producer.
Okay.
Yeah. She works on America's Court with Judge Ross. Never seen it, but shout out to Georgetta Foreman.
Hey, she got a job, man.
So, 5 Georges.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Because we were talking about it, and I was like, I need a little bit more creativity. And I was the one that thought of it. I was like, I can't remember the celebrity. And I was like, nope, it's George Foreman. 5 sons, all named George.
That is...
Like,
I don't know.
You couldn't branch out a little bit?
Like, I don't know the thought process behind that. I can understand going with different G's. Like, we got Jeff. We got Greg. But all George...
Yeah, you could have went all G's.
Yeah, you could have went all G's.
You could have went all G's. I'd have been perfectly fine with that. We're naming our son G letter. Have I told you our kid's name yet?
No,
you don't know this?
No.
Cassie knows. We went with Griffin.
Okay.
No, his name's Razor.
Griffin Sharp? Okay.
Griffin Sharp. Yeah, so
Okay.
everybody at the station is going to call him Razor.
Really? I was going to call him Griff.
Well, Razor for Razor
Griff is
Sharp.
cute.
I mean, the obvious.
I was going to call him Griff.
By
when
the
I
way,
meet him-
Victoria, not happy about that.
About Razor?
Does not like Razor.
It's a cool nickname.
I tried to say, hey, can we get a middle name?
Yeah.
Razor, not a fan. So we didn't even get middle name
He's
Razor.
like old enough and he comes to the office and I meet him, I'm calling him Razor.
So I stole that a little bit from my dad because a couple years ago, my dad was like, yeah, I really wanted to name you Razor. And I'm like, why didn't you? I would be so much cooler if my name was Razor.
Razor Sharp.
And then he was like, oh, well, your mom kind of vetoed it. I was mad at my mom for like 2 days. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
Razor Sharp.
I think Razor would have been so much cooler. I was like, I want to bestow that upon my child. Like, he's going to be Razor. Everybody's going to love it. Well, turns out Victoria not a fan. So we're going Griffin Malone. And, dude, we got 2 weeks. She's 38 weeks pregnant today.
Hey, man.
I told her, I said, hey, clench it a little bit. We can't have a kid this week. Too many people are out.
Yeah, no,
Friday,
in real life.
Friday, go crazy. Go ahead. Little Griffin can make his appearance. Till then, no, you gotta hold that one in. All right, that's gonna do it for hour number 1. Coming back, we're talking Pels, we're talking NFL, all coming up here on hour number 2 of the Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Gotro's Outdoor Power. Gotro's Outdoor Power. It is grass growing season. That rain's falling. That weather is warming up, and that means you got to cut that grass. Gotro's can get you behind the wheel of a zero-turn mower for $100 a month. It's a family-owned and operated business. They've been at it 22 years. That's why you should do business with them, not just because it's family-owned and operated, although doing business with local folks is always something that we endorse, but because the customer service that you get from someone in your community that's able to see you face-to-face, have a relationship with you, that's important. And that's why they do business the way they do at Gotro's. When I say family-owned and operated, don't misconstrue that as a small business. They're the National Hustler Deal of the Year 2 of the last 3 years. They've got the largest hustler inventory in the state, largest parts inventory in the state. So if you need a zero-turn mower, you can get one from the big box stores. I wouldn't recommend it. You may never hear from them again. That will never be the case at Gotro's Outdoor Power. You can find them at 2 locations, Airline Highway in Baton Rouge and, of course, in Gonzales as well. It's Gotro's Outdoor Power. They're online at gotrosonline.com.
I'm Billy Schmidt, and I've been with First American Bank for 13 years. I have a passion of getting to know customers, getting to know their journeys, getting to know their stories, and being a small part of that, and just continuing that, and taking those relationships and expanding out into the community, just to make First American a household name. And people look at us and say, hey, what's special about you guys? You're part of a family.
Championships are won with preparation, and so are great roofs.
The Tigers don't cut corners on the floor. Parrish Construction and Roofing won't cut corners on your home either.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the...
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. In the wake of LeBron James' decision to leave L.A., Lakers started the process of remaking their roster. In a blockbuster trade, Los Angeles acquired center Walker Kessler from Utah in a sign and trade. L.A. sending kicks to the Jazz. He'll get a 4-year, $130 million deal from the Lakers. In addition to getting a premier center for star Luka Doncic, L.A. also agreed to deals with free agent guards Quentin Grimes and Colin Sexton. ESPN NBA analyst Quentin Richardson.
Anytime you got a guy like Luka, and we've seen what he does when he's healthy and he gets into the playoffs, he's a game changer. He can go, supernova and lead his team. But now they're getting him the supplemental parts and the assets that he needs to be able to go forward. If they can get some depth in that bench, the Lakers could be looking like a problem moving forward.
Big free agent splash by the Maple Leafs on this day one of NHL free agency. 3-year, $21 million contract with two-time Stanley Cup champion goalie Sergei Bobrovsky. Team USA seeks to win its first World Cup elimination game in 24 years tonight against Bosnia and Herzegovina in the round of 32.
Hey, it's Michelle Smallman, and coming up Thursday, we'll continue to react to all the happenings around NBA free agency, plus break down the U.S. men's national team's game against Bosnia. It's on Sports from 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Now, The Hunt Palmer Show. This is a catastrophe. You are now listening to The Hunt Palmer Show. Brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
That's what I wished for when I blew out my candle.
Locking down the middle of the day. Live from the Raising Cane studio. This is Hunt Palmer.
The floor is yours.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 here on a Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. Taylor Sharp here with you. Jordan Kitchens, Cassie Smith-Alley along for the ride as well. Hunt out for the rest of the week, so we are here for another hour today. Then we got tomorrow, and then we are off on a 3-day holiday weekend. Right now, you probably heard a little bit of it at SportsCenter if you were listening at the top of the hour. There is a lot going on the NBA free agency. I mean, right before this show started, the Lakers signed 4 guys in a 40-minute period. It was pretty impressive. And the biggest name, Jordan, was center Walker Kessler, a guy who is currently only 24 years old, only played in 5 games a year ago, but he averaged 14.5 points, 10.5 rebounds per game, and the year before that, 11 and 12. So he's a guy that's been productive. He's young. He's long. We know what kind of shot blocker this guy can be as well. I don't know if you heard this, but Monday it was reported that Luka Doncic told the LA Lakers he wanted a, quote, A-list center in free agency. Does Walker Kessler classify as A-list center?
For what's in the market, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because
yeah.
Who are the centers that we're realistically going to get? We were talking about it during break.
Oh, him and Duren.
It's basically him and Duren.
Yeah.
Kessler's going to be a little bit cheaper and honestly easier to get.
Easier to get, yeah.
Because Duren's probably going to go to the Pistons. That's
because the Pistons already came out and said they'll match any offer that comes to Duren. So they're just trying to. What they're doing is they're trying to see what his market value is.
They're getting feelers. They're trying not to overpay for them.
Yes.
Because they're the Detroit Pistons and they don't know what it's like to have good players on their team. So they're like, we don't know. We have no idea what to pay this guy.
Yeah.
We don't want to overpay him. We'll see what everybody else throws out there as well. But maybe the biggest name trade, or I should say signing, anything in free agency, since free agency is open, is Kawhi Leonard heading back to Toronto, man. Shams Charania reported this yesterday. Clippers have agreed on a deal sending Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors for Brandon Ingram. So you dump that big contract.
Yeah.
The Clippers got Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, a pick swap, 2 second-rounders, and Kawhi Leonard gets to go back to Toronto. I think the Los Angeles Clippers got about as much as you could get in return for a guy like Kawhi Leonard.
They got a haul, a real haul.
They got an absolute haul.
Yeah.
I mean, it was impressive
The
nonetheless.
Clippers have sneakily made a lot of great moves over the last couple months. One was the Zubac trade with the Pacers, getting that 5th pick.
Yep.
And the pick going back to the Clippers because it was supposed to be the Pacers pick, and it ended up being outside of the top 5. So it goes to the Clippers. That was a great move. Getting off Kawhi, getting off James Harden for Darius Garland. Yep. I think the Clippers, they understood that their window has closed. There's no point to keep trying to beat a dead horse. You're not going to get there over the hump with Kawhi and the gang. So they've done what I know it's weird calling the Clippers a competent organization, but doing what a competent organization is supposed to do. They're rebuilding in the correct way, if you ask me.
Well, I mentioned 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. So it's going to be a first-round pick in 2031 and 2033.
A lot of teams are getting that 2033 draft.
Second-round picks, 2030 and 2033. So the Raptors are not going to have a first or second in 2033. And
Taylor,
then
think about this. Think about this, though. You think Kawhi's going to be playing basketball then?
No.
Exactly.
They don't care.
Exactly.
And the pick swap, first-round pick swap will be 2027. When I first saw this, I was like, man, that's a haul for Kawhi Leonard. He's a guy that seems like he's past his prime. And then, the feeling around Kawhi Leonard is, oh, he never plays. Jordan, how the hell did Kawhi Leonard play 65 games last season?
The Clippers needed him because remember, the Clippers started all-time bad.
65 games? I swear it feels like he played like 20 games.
And that was just the minimum to make all NBA records and, awards and whatnot.
What if I told you this? Kawhi Leonard's career high in points per game came last season. 27.9 points per game for the Clippers this past year.
Really?
Yep. He's only got 27 one more time. It was 27.1 back in the 2019 season. He shot 38% from 3, so down a tick from the past 2 years, but still really good. 89% from the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard is still a really good player. You plug him in with that Toronto team that's got a little bit of pieces. I mean, Scotty Barnes is still there. RJ Barrett is still there.
Quickly.
Emmanuel Quickly's still there. Those are some young pieces that don't yet know how to win. You pair them with a Kawhi Leonard that's won multiple championships, won with that exact organization. I think it's actually a really good trade for both sides. As far as the New Orleans Pelicans go, Jordan, some people will say they're dragging their feet. They just don't have the money to spend, though.
Yeah.
I mean, what do they have, $15 million?
Well, they're at the point right now, a lot of people are saying, the Jalen Duren and Walker Kessler.
You can't get Jalen Duren.
That's not even the price range.
I understand if you're like, oh, the Pelicans need a big man. Jalen Duren's the best big man out there. He is not a realistic option for you.
Or Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Robinson's gone.
Yeah, I'm saying when he signed, that wasn't out of the Pelicans.
We were talking about that earlier. You came and got me. You're like, hey, Robinson signed because this is a guy obviously familiar with the area, right? Yeah. He looked really good in the playoffs, even if it's not scoring. He came in, played his role perfectly.
On the glass.
Was instrumental in them winning the finals. You're like, hey, he's a guy that's going to command probably around $15 million a year, right where you need to be. Go get him. Well, the Celtics, they scooped him up pretty quickly, so that's off the table. Now, they bring back DeAndre Jordan.
I'm not tripping about that.
You had to do something.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me clarify. Not for playing purposes. Let me clarify, everybody.
Purposes.
Yes. I'm about to say. Let me clarify. I'm not saying DeAndre Jordan needs to be a rotational piece on the Pelicans. No, but the leadership aspect, yes.
Yeah. Well, and he's a guy that was here a year ago. He knows the organization, and yes, you're not going to ask him to go in there he's not going to be your starting center for 82 games.
And he shouldn't even play, to be honest. But every now and then,
You know what it reminds me of? Udonis Haslem for all those years at the Miami Heat.
Yes. Veteran.
People aren't going to realize Udonis Haslem retired 4 years ago, but you're going to think it was 10 years ago. Even on that Heat team with LeBron, Bosh, D-Wade, they considered Udonis Haslem a leader on that team. And then when all of those guys left, they needed somebody to mentor the young guys. And then when Jimmy Butler came in, it was Udonis Haslem, and they had a lot of success doing that. That's kind of what this reminds me of. You're still going to have Derek Queen. As of right now, you have Yves Missi. These are guys that
still got to add one more to the
right.
group for sure.
You need one more, but DeAndre Jordan's not that guy. Like, okay, right now, as far as on-court playing time, is there a big out there that, one, you like, two, the Pelicans can afford?
Not really, man. It's going to have to be one of those guys where you don't know who he is at first, and he kind of just comes up. The reason why I say that is because I'm not a big believer in that it's so hard to find these 7-footers and these a big man that can run the floor, be a rim protector, because I just watched the Celtics. If you guys watch the Celtics, you know they just signed Mitchell Robinson. Before that, last year, they had a center, number 88, Cato.
Yep.
They got this guy out of thin air. And he literally does exactly.
He gave them the exact minutes they needed.
The exact thing that he does, that's what the Pelicans have been longing for. A guy that's going to sit there and be a paint presence, bring some physicality, setting screens, can roll, block a shot, dunk the ball. That's it. Eve Messi, we want him to get there. He's not there yet. And honestly, Messi problem is he's just started playing basketball in the last couple of years. Like he's one of those guys late.
He's a little light in the ass,
yeah,
too.
you know, he's very got to get into the gym. Got to get in the gym and bring that a little bit more physicality. But the Pelicans, they need to find a way. And it's you know, saying this, it sounds like a broken record because it feels like we've been asking, us as a fan base have been longing and asking for a legitimate center. And it's sad that DeAndre Jordan had to come off his couch and actually was one of the most competent centers you had
just
last
to
year.
give you a body, too.
Yes.
I mean, just to give you a body.
It's insane.
He had to come in and do it. Okay, so we'll say, let's chalk up big man as a loss, at least right now in free agency. You were one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league a year ago.
No question.
I'm going to throw some names out at you. You just give me a simple yes or no. Gary Trent Jr. He's 27 years old. He shot.
I would say, yeah, because
he shot 36% from three, so it was down a little bit. 41 the year before that, but dude, I mean, he's 27 years old.
The reason I'm going to say yes is because I know he's on a cheaper contract than Jordan Poole, and he probably can give you the exact same production that Jordan Poole would give you.
I believe
he's not making nowhere close to Jordan Poole.
No, his projected value. So
Jordan Poole's still on that the Warriors contract.
Gary Trent Jr. previous average annual value was $3.7 million.
Yeah, there's no way. Exactly. I'll take that.
I will take that
for
as
his
well.
value.
Yes, absolutely.
100%. I'll take that.
Jordan Clarkson.
No, wouldn't take Jordan Clarkson.
Wouldn't take Jordan Clarkson?
No.
He didn't shoot well last year.
Yeah,
now, he gave some big-time minutes for the Knicks in their finals run, but that team was so deep. And also Jordan Clarkson about to be 35 years old.
We got guards that can ball handle. If DeJounte's still here.
Matisse Thybulle.
Defender, but we need shooters.
He's not a volume shooter, but
really good defender.
His percentage a year ago, 39.8, so almost 40% from three.
How many times, they got the attempts?
He attempted about 4 a game.
Okay.
3.4 a game.
All right, that's better than I was expecting.
And then the year before that, about the same, 3.5 a game. He shot 43% from three. So
I can work with that.
He's a guy, and 28 years old.
I can work with that.
Not super expensive.
And he plays great defense. So
plays great defense.
That's what Mosley wants.
Seth Curry.
Shooting wise,
just shooting purposes.
We need shooting, so it's like any of these guys can come play on this basketball team. I mean, we're talking about a team that was out there with Jordan Poole can hit a shot, Jordan Hawkins, who was supposed to be the guy that we're talking about, the shooter, the Gary Trent role. That's really supposed to be Hawkins. He just never lived up to it.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like right now, you're shooting off the bench is Jordan Hawkins and Jordan Poole.
So non-existent.
And neither of them have given you anything.
Yeah.
Any of these guys I'm listing,
give you something.
They're an improvement.
Yes.
There's something. They're cheap.
And
they can give you valuable minutes, and you know that they can shoot the basketball. Yep. Like everybody's going to say, oh, Seth Curry, he's old, this, and that. He only played, 10 games a year ago. Yeah, he played 10 games a year ago, shot 48% from three.
Yeah.
And again, it's only 10 games, small sample size. That's fine. 2 years ago, 68 games for the Hornets, 45.6% from three.
I mean, your last name's Curry. We expect you to shoot. Yeah.
That is a guy. You're not going to ask him to come in and be the primary ball handler like he used to be. I mean, he's 35 years old. He doesn't have to come in. Can you come in and give me minutes off the bench and give me some threes?
Yeah.
Because you were one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. Like that is all I'm asking for when I throw guys out there like this. All right, I got one more for you. Cam Thomas.
Yeah, no. A lot of people can be like, "Oh man, what? Listen, man, there's a reason why Cam Thomas is not in the NBA right now. He had every opportunity on the Bucks last year to try and make something
they just
work.
flat out released him.
Thank you, Taylor.
Like he's not on a team.
He's young. He was a first-round pick, and he averaged over 20 points a game, and he got released from the Bucks, who were losing last year. That's not good.
Released after 18 games.
Yeah, that's not good. No.
And he averaged 10.5 a game, but here's the issue. So here's what he's done in his career as far as 3-point shooting. 27% as a rookie, 38, 36, 34, 32, 27. Since his second year in the league, his 3-point percentage has dropped every single year for 5 years in a row.
I can tell you why. It's because of his shot diet. He has one of the worst, the shots that Cam Thomas takes and attempts, you would think he's Kobe Bryant. You're not Kobe, bro. So that's why I'm good on having Cam Thomas, that type of guy that's going to come in and ball hog. Not, I'm just a scorer. You're an undersized guard that all you bring to the game is scoring. You don't play make. You don't play defense. No, I know we're the Pelicans, quote unquote, but we're not the Ling Hai Sharks or something in China. So no, we're good. We're good on that.
LeBron James? I'm kidding. He's not coming. He's not coming to the Pelicans. But again, we were just talking about it a second ago. It's not the least appealing option he's going to have.
Listen, Brian, if you want to take
our guy Dev, he sent out a tweet to him. He's like, hey, try something different. Come to New Orleans. Like, look, if you don't think you can compete this year for a deep playoff run, then sell the crap out of tickets and merch.
Yeah.
And that's what LeBron's going to do for you.
If LeBron wants to take a $30 million pay cut, I'm all for it, LeBron. Like, just you want to take a
He's going to have to take a big
we got good food. You never have to buy nothing in the city. You can get free tickets to the Saints game, whatever you want, Bron. Take just a small $30 million pay cut. Not too much.
And that's the thing. And I've been throwing out jokes to you about where he needs to go, the retirement home and all that. He's 42. Let's not forget the fact that he's still a good player.
Yeah.
LeBron averaged a hair under 21 points a game last year, 51% shooting. Also,
51% shooting.
Wow. Also, 7.3 rebounds, or six rebounds, 7.2 assists per game. The guy's still a good player.
Yeah, man.
Like, the Lakers just wanted to go a little younger. They have Luka. They have Austin Reeves. They didn't need the big contract. Like, LeBron is still a good player. Let's make no mistake about it. Like, are the Pelicans better with or without LeBron James? They're absolutely better with him.
Hey, Taylor, tell me this. Those stats you just said, so LeBron's 42. Just say this. Let's say those stats are on a player that's 25, 26 years old. Those exact stats.
Oh, he's getting a $30 million deal. Easily. He played 33 minutes a game. Played 60 games at 41 years old.
That's an all-star right there?
That's an all-star right there.
There you go.
If you're in your third year in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not as old. You're probably playing more than 60 games. Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
So yes, I like to make jokes and understand what he is. Okay. Before we go to break, where do you think he's going? Or where do you think's a good fit for him?
If you ask me, the best fit for him is the Lakers. I don't know why he wants to lead the Lakers. I get it. It got a little sour.
It's mutually beneficial for both sides.
For both sides, most definitely. They want to move on.
He's
past
not going to win
era.
anything there. Yeah. They want to go a little bit younger.
But dude, if you go to the Warriors as LeBron James, the team that you had all these battles with, the fan base that slandered, tear your name down, go to Steph Curry's house, and you're my GOAT, I can't allow that.
I've seen we talked about it a little bit yesterday, Curry, AD, and LeBron.
Oh, no, number 80. Number 80. Don't worry about
2016
that.
Me would be really excited about that. 2026 me, not so much. Dude, I've heard you've seen the Heat in Cleveland. I get it. You played there previously. There's a connection there.
Just because.
I've seen the Spurs, which I think that would be a dumb decision for the Spurs to do that. I think he fits well with the Denver Nuggets, man.
That would be interesting.
And that's a team that needs
him and Jokic would be box office.
Needs a 3 to a 4. You can help Jokic a little bit, give him a little bit more space down low.
He can play off Jokic.
They got some shooters on that team. Like, I think the Denver Nuggets is a hell of a spot.
Jamal Murray
for LeBron. You got shooters with Murray. It gives Jokic more space. Okay. You got a veteran leader. Like I that's a team that's won. They already know how to win with him if he's chasing a title. I don't know. We'll see where he goes. It'll be interesting. All right, look, we're going to take a quick time out. When we get back, Athlon Sports put out their preseason SEC teams, so all SEC. They actually did first team through fourth team. We're breaking that down next here on The Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
But not before I tell you about Swing Easy Golf Club in Baton Rouge. SwingEasyGCBR.com. Awesome spot to go work on your golf game. It's sometimes tough to find a good driving range here in Baton Rouge. Maybe it's wet outside. Maybe there's not a lot of grass out there. Maybe struggling to find good golf balls to hit. The wind's blowing. It's hot. Just not a great place to go work on your game. Do it at Swing Easy. You can go into an individual bay. Don't have to worry about any of the elements. You can see your trajectory. You can see your ball speed. You can see your carry distance. You can see your club head speed. You can see how much spin you're putting on the golf ball. The technology is phenomenal. One of the coolest things you can do is see that slow-mo video of your club face at impact, so you can see if you're catching the ball on the toe of the club, see if you're catching on the heel. Doesn't matter if you're a scratch golfer or a beginner. It's still a great place to work on your game and use all of that information at Swing Easy. They're on Segan at Perkins. They're online as well. Swing Easy Golf Club at swingeasygcbr.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
This is the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools.
Let's take a tour at Marucci. What a cool place that we've got here in Baton Rouge. Marucci is available to you to take a tour. It's available to you to work on your game. Tours first. You go see where the official bat of Major League Baseball is made. You go see where they make 1,200 of them every day. You go hear about the story of how two former big leaguers and their trainer started making bats in the backyard and started that process at the bottom and have gone all the way to the top. They make the best bats in the world right here in Baton Rouge. And you can see where they're made, where they're stained, where they're shipped off, and how it happened. You can also work on your game at Marucci. You got a youth baseball player, youth softball player under your roof, eating up with it, wants to get better. Well, become a member. Key card access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to the Marucci facility so you can practice swings, you can practice pitching. It's all there for you. Go see them online at MarucciSports.com. What a gym here in Baton Rouge. That's, of course, Marucci.
All right, welcome back in here. Hour number 2 on a Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools. Taylor Sharp filling in for our guy, Hunt Palmer, today. and tomorrow as well before we work towards that 3-day 4th of July weekend. The guarantee was so nice to give us. I teased it a little bit there going into break. Athlon Sports, this was actually last week, they put out their preseason all-SEC team for 2026. Now, they did want to clarify that it was half what they did a year ago, half of what they expect him to do this year, which I think is the perfect way to look at any of these preseason lists. And for that reason, Arch Manning, not Trinidad Chambliss, is the first-team quarterback. Now, if this would have happened a year ago, a lot of people across SEC fan bases, myself included, would have said, yeah, that's typical. You're overhyping Arch Manning because of his last name. This year, I think that's a lot different story. This makes a lot of sense to me. It is year 2 for Arch Manning under Steve Sarkisian's system. He had a lot of success towards the end of the year. Like, coming into this year, it's weird to say, I think Arch Manning's almost a little underrated coming into this year, even though he had a strong finish. So all the hype going into last season was Arch Manning, Julian Sayin, Texas versus Ohio State up there in the horseshoe. And my thought was Texas has no shot at winning that game. That was the first time Arch Manning entered the season knowing he's going to be the guy. And you got to go play a top 5 team in the horseshoe for your first start. No shot. Yeah, he wasn't great that day. 17 of 30, 170 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. And then you watch the Florida game. Guess what? That was Arch Manning's first game in the SEC. Texas loses that game. He throws 2 interceptions. Everybody clowns him again. After that game, though, Texas finished the season 7-1, and Arch Manning turned the ball over just 2 times in those final 8 games. He finished the season strong. At home against Arkansas, I get Arkansas wasn't the cream of the crop in the SEC. That's still an SEC team. Puts up 52 points against Arkansas, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, another touchdown on the ground. A&M, who was the top 10 team at the time, beats them 27-17. Then he goes and takes down Michigan, who was ranked 18th at the time. In those games, 7 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, 4 rushing touchdowns. So 11 total touchdowns, no turnovers in those final 3 games. Arch ended the season as good as anybody. I get it. He started slow. He didn't live up to the expectations. He was never going to live up to those expectations from a year ago because they were unrealistic from someone that we had barely seen play. This year, I think it's a little bit more warranted because not only is it year 2 in Sark's system, not only is he coming off of a strong finish to the 2025 season, there's a lot of weapons around. Ryan Wingo comes back at receiver. They added the number 1 wide receiver in the transfer portal in Cam Coleman that everybody wanted. Now, if there's any pushback, it'll be, well, they lost their top 2 running backs. Wisner, CJ Baxter, they're not coming back. Sure, but they did a really good job of replacing them with Hollywood Smothers and Ray Leak Brown, 2 really solid running backs. A lot of people probably want Trinidad Chambliss to be named the number 1 quarterback preseason for the SEC, and I get it. Chambliss was great. Chambliss, better year than Arch Manning a year ago, led his team further in the postseason. I get all of that. I just think there's a little bit more question marks there when you look at Chambliss. Like, okay, for the rest of this list, Cam Coleman, first team, Ryan Wingo, second team. The Ole Miss receivers are a little bit more of an unknown. Deuce Alexander did make the third team, and he's coming off of a solid year. He'll be back for Ole Miss. He's kind of their leading returning receiver. You go get Darren Gill, Horatio Fields in the transfer portal. I mean, those are quality receivers. None of them lit the world on fire, and I get they were in situations with maybe not necessarily the best quarterback play, but we don't know what they're going to be in the SEC. We have no idea. Gunnar Stockton is the third team quarterback. Absolutely no complaints there. I think Stockton's been steady for Georgia for a while. I get it. I'm okay with not putting Sam Levitt on this list, even though I think he's as talented, if not more so, than anybody on this list. Never seen him play in the SEC. Him and Lane Kiffin, first year at LSU, and he's coming off of an injury-riddled season in 2025. I'm totally cool with that because it should be part of what we've seen, part of what we think they're going to do next season. I'm good with it. As far as the rest of the Tigers, LSU was actually represented really well, despite all the additions and the transfers and a little bit of an unknown. First team, you had 5 guys on the first team. Trey Des Green, obviously, first team tight end. He's going to be an absolute freak. Jordan Seaton, the number 1 left tackle in the transfer portal, he does make first team all SEC preseason on that offensive line. Prince Wilumon makes it on the defensive line. He's coming in. You hope he's going to be that edge rusher for you that you missed so much a year ago. Whit Weeks, preseason first team all SEC. No surprise there. Weeks has been a stud for 3 years now. And then your final first team player is DJ Pickett at corner going into year 2. Ty Benefield makes second team. Now, do I think there are 3 safeties in the SEC better than Ty Benefield? No, I absolutely do not. I think I've made it pretty clear on these airwaves, my opinion of Ty Benefield. I think he's the best player LSU got in the transfer portal. But again, we haven't seen it in the SEC. So I'm 100% good with it. And then Grant Chadwick makes it for LSU on the second team as the punter. Third team, 4 guys. Harlem Berry, Jace Brown, Braylon Moore, TJ Dottery. Harlem Berry finished the season strong. Not eye-popping numbers, but did a nice job. I think he's going to be great in Lane Kiffin's system, but again, we do have to see it. And there's competition for carries. Not just Caden Durham, but we talked about Dylan Jones a few days ago as well. The staff loves Dylan Jones, and a lot of people after spring said if the season started today, Dylan Jones would actually probably be the starting running back for this team. Jace Brown comes in from Kansas State. Probably the most known production LSU got a wide receiver out of the portal. As far as Power 4 goes, Jackson Harris lit the world on fire over there in Hawaii, but he's taking a step up in competition. Braylon Moore returns for you at center, and then TJ Dottery, third-team linebacker, who actually led Ole Miss's defense in tackles back in 2025. So I really like the list overall. I do not have an issue with it. The receiving core for the first team, Cam Coleman, Mario Craver from Texas A&M makes that list as well. So really talented group there. But yeah, I'm good with Arch Manning being the first team quarterback over Trinidad Chambliss because I think he's in a better position to succeed this upcoming season. And that's what it's about. It's leading into this season based on what you think they're going to do. There's more weapons around him. He's more familiar with Sark's system. Keep in mind, Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr. both are gone from Ole Miss. They might keep things a little bit of the same so that Trinidad Chambliss is comfortable, but there's going to be some new wrinkles and some new mixtures coming up in that offense. How does he adapt to it? How does the rest of the team do? Lose both their starting tackles from a year ago as well. That's an Ole Miss team that, while they brought in a good bit of players, they did a good job in the portal, they lose a little bit too, and Kiffin and Charlie Weiss, the biggest losses of them all. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we get back, ESPN.com put out off-season grades for all 32 NFL teams. I'll tell you where the Saints land, what letter grade they got, but there's a few teams on here that are way too high and some that I think are very underrated. We're breaking that down next here on The Hunt Palmer Show.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
They got deals. Fabry Chevrolet GMC has got some savings for you, and I am going to tell you about them because if you'd like to get by and take a look, you can certainly do it. They're on Highway 61 in St. Francisville. You can get a 2026 Chevy Silverado at 0% APR financing from now until the end of the month. That's not a long time. You got a week and a half, but 0% APR financing on 2026 Chevy Silverados for 36 months. You can get a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 at 2.9 financing for 72 months now until the end of the month. Great deals on Silverados and Sierras, and got some vehicles that are potentially really affordable. Chevy Trailblazer, Chevy Trax, as low as $30,000 over at Fabry Chevrolet GMC. So if that's the price range you're looking at, go see them. Highway 61 in St. Francisville. They're also online at FabryChevrolet.com. FabryChevrolet.com.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product's always customer satisfaction. Come visit us at ReliefWindows.com. By the way, we do shutters too.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning, and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail centers, hospitals, and nursing homes. And that's why we chose to live in this community, because of the values First American Bank has, that I can serve my community and my customers.
Hey everybody, Drew Brees here. Over the years, I've learned that the best teams are built on trust, preparation, and doing things the right way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to announce that the Breeze Dream Foundation and I are partnering with Parish Construction and Roofing. Together, we are committed to helping families prepare for hurricane season. That's why Parish Construction and Roofing, the Breeze Dream Foundation, and WAFB are partnering to provide one capital area family with a brand new fortified roof. Visit WAFB.com/contest to enter the giveaway and view official rules and eligibility requirements. Because stronger homes build stronger communities.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
This is the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools.
This time of year, great time to have a pool because it's 1,000 degrees, and it's going to be 1,000 degrees until Halloween. So if you want to get that pool that you've always dreamed of, and you think, man, I just never know when it's the time, have the conversation with the folks at Renaissance Homes and Pools. Joey Blanchard is the owner of the company. He's the guy you'll work with. He's the guy that will walk you through the entire process. And I'm going to give you his cell phone number to shoot him a text if you want to start that process. No matter what you're looking for a huge pool for your 6 kids and grandkids, Renaissance Homes and Pools can do it. Maybe you just want a cocktail pool, place to cool off, read a book, have a drink. They can do that too. No matter what you're looking for, Renaissance Homes and Pools can make it a reality for you. Text Joey. He's the owner. 225-252-7745. That's 225, obviously right here in Baton Rouge. 252-7745. Say, hey, heard about you on Hunt Show. Would like to look into a pool.
All right, welcome back in here. Thursday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. Taylor Shorb sitting in for Hunt Palmer. We got about 20 minutes or so left with you here on this Thursday edition, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools. ESPN.com gave a offseason letter grade to all 32 NFL teams, and the New Orleans Saints got a solid B. It says their biggest move was drafting Jordan Tyson. Move they liked the most was signing guard David Edwards. That makes a lot of sense. And the move they disliked was signing running back Travis Etienne Jr., which I could not disagree with more. It says the Saints brought in Etienne, who should help Shuck in the offense. Cannot get behind this deal, especially at $12 million per deal. Though he's coming off of a good season, he finished with fewer rushing yards than expected the past 2. Regardless of whether Alvin Kamara was going to remain on this team, the Saints needed running back help. But the contract for a player without a great track record isn't worth it. I think Travis Etienne has a great track record. He's had 1,000 yards in 3 out of 4 of the seasons that he's played. He's just coming off of the most touchdowns he had, 9 rushing touchdowns a year ago. Pair that with 6 receiving touchdowns for Jacksonville a year ago. That's 15 total touchdowns. He's a guy that's still not even 30 years old yet. You had to have a running back. Aldrick Estime showed promise. You don't know what he can do for a full season. Devin Neal and Kendre Miller can't stay healthy. You bring in Ty Chandler. What kind of back could he be for you? And then Alvin Kamara's getting older, and he's not the same Kamara that he was 2 to 3 years ago. You had to bring in a running back. I love this spot. That was one of my favorite moves that the Saints made in the offseason because you had to bring in somebody. You got somebody with a little hometown flair. But this segment's not really about the New Orleans Saints, even though, I could spend 20 minutes on just that. There are two teams on this list that I think one is incredibly overrated and one I think is being a little bit disrespected. The first one is the team that I believe is overrated, and that's the Miami Dolphins, who have received an A grade, an A- on this list. It says the move that ESPN.com liked the most was signing Malik Willis to a 3-year, $67.5 million contract. Why the hell is that the move you like the most? I'm not saying Malik Willis isn't going to be a good NFL quarterback. I'm saying a $67 million contract is a heck of a lot for a quarterback that we don't know what he's going to be. Now, sure, $67.5 million over a 3-year span is still bargain bin shopping, but what hope do you have around it? You let Jalen Waddle walk in free agency. He's now a Denver Bronco. Tyreek Hill currently a free agent. Right now, your wide receiver core in Miami is Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell, Chris Bell, Caleb Douglas, and Kevin Coleman Jr. If you're sitting there wondering who the hell are those guys, that's my exact point. This is not a good team. This is not a good situation, I don't think, for Malik Willis to be in year one as the full-time starter for an NFL franchise. Oh, and you hired Jeff Hafley, a first-time NFL head coach, to make matters worse. I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't think Miami's had a great offseason at all. Their drafts haven't really blown me away either. And too low on this list, I think the LA Rams with a C+ grade. What's not to like about what the LA Rams have done this offseason? You traded for the best defensive player in the NFL and signed two really good corners in Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, who are day one plug-and-play guys that can both be shut down any given Sunday. Sure, you lose Jared Verse, who is a young, cheap, and very talented young player. But this team is built to win now. I'm not worried about losing Jared Verse if I'm a Rams fan 2, 3, 4 years down the road. Myles Garrett gives you a much better chance to win right now, and that's what this team's trying to do. I understand Matthew Stafford just won the MVP. Matthew Stafford's 38 years old. He ain't getting any younger. How much longer does he have left? You got to win, and you got to win now. Also, the article on ESPN.com says the main dislike is drafting Ty Simpson 13th overall. I get why you think that. There are a lot of people out there that thought that was a bad move. But think about this. What player at 13th would have helped this team tremendously this season that's in win now? Sure, there was a receiver or two out there that you could have got that could have bolstered things up, but you got Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams already. What's that going to look like for the future of your franchise? Everything this team has done in the offseason was to win now. They wanted to make one move building for the future. I'm good with it. I actually didn't like it when they originally did it, but the more I've said on it, the more I'm good with it. Because if you truly believe that Ty Simpson can be the quarterback of your future, you had to go get him because you're at 13. You don't know what anybody else was going to do in the first round. You were worried you couldn't get back into the first round and draft him later on. Go get your guy. Like, who in that spot was going to help you tremendously after all the moves you had made? You hadn't traded for Garrett yet, but, that was something that you have to imagine was in the works. I'm okay with that. I think the Rams should be ranked a little bit higher. If the worst thing they did was potentially draft their quarterback of the future to sit and learn behind Matthew Stafford, then I'd say they had a pretty damn good offseason. What? Could you have drafted a corner in that spot? Didn't need to. Had McDuffie and Watson. Could have drafted a receiver in that spot. Didn't need to. Have Nacua and Devontae Adams. Running back, you weren't drafted one that high anyways, but you already got Kyron Williams and Blake Coral. Your offensive line set for the most part. Maybe you could have helped there, but if they didn't see value there at 13, why do it? Why reach on someone? If this is truly the player they think is going to take over for Matthew Stafford, I'm good with it. I would honestly probably flip the two teams. I'm probably giving Miami a C+ and the Rams an A-. Might even go lower on Miami. Like, you signed a relatively unproven quarterback in the NFL to be your starter, pair him with a rookie head coach, and you got rid of your two best weapons on the outside in Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. That's supposed to impress me and give you an A- grade? No, I don't think so. Look, we'll dive into a little bit more of this tomorrow. We'll probably dive into a little bit of why they ranked the Saints where they did, the moves they liked, the moves they didn't. We're going to have Preston Guy on the show tomorrow as well. We got about 15 or so minutes left here on a Thursday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back. We're going to close it out with a little take it or leave it.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Boudreaux's Electrical Services. Boudreaux's Electrical Services. Make sure the power doesn't go out on you. We're going to have some nasty storms blowing through Louisiana, all from the north to the south portion of the state. And you know when those happen, especially as the weather warms up, you can lose power. It's at the very least annoying. At the worst, it's debilitating for work and sleep. Make sure it doesn't happen. Boudreaux's Electrical can come out, have a local team install that Generac home standby generator, and make sure that your power does not go off. Evacuate from a storm. You don't want to come back to a dark, hot house with a ruined fridge and freezer. No. You want to come back to a house that's powered. Boudreaux's Electrical can make that happen with that Generac home standby generator. Give them a call at 985-397-1562, 985-397-1562, or 225-300-9389. That's 225-300-9389. You can do it the easy way. Find them online at boudreauxelectrical.com. That's Boudreaux's Electrical Services.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
I've been in banking for over 35 years. I usually start about 7:30 in the morning and I usually leave somewhere around 5, or if customers need me to meet them at their house or their business places, I don't mind going after hours. I have done churches, subdivisions, retail centers, hospitals, and nursing homes, and that's why we chose.
You're listening to The Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment here on a Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show, brought to you by Renaissance Homes and Pools. Taylor Sharp sitting in the captain's chair. We got Jordan Kitchens. We got Cassie Spazzali along for the ride as well. Look, we've blown through a lot of different topics today. That is going to continue tomorrow as well. Little preview of tomorrow. We're going to have Preston Guy on TigerBait.com. Talk a little LSU recruiting. I am getting a text message now. Look, we're gonna have a little fantasy football segment tomorrow as well. It's that time of year. Wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, so we'll have that. My guy Jake Hubman of the Fantasy Headliners gonna hop on with us at some point tomorrow. One thing left to do today. We do it to wrap up each and every show here on the Hunt Palmer Show. Jordan, take it away with some Take It or Leave It.
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Today's hottest stories in sports, news, and sometimes even Hunt's life. The question is, will he take them or leave them?
All right, so free agent guard Mike Conley Jr. has agreed to a one-year deal with the Boston Celtics, sources tell ESPN. Conley becomes only the 14th player in NBA history to reach 20 seasons. So will this become more common as the years go on for players to reach 20 years in the NBA? Take it or leave it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's becoming more popular or more common in the NFL as well.
Yeah.
I mean, think about all the quarterbacks that are playing well into their 40s. I mean, Matthew Stafford, he'll be 39 at some point.
What's Rodgers right now?
Rodgers is 41, I think, or 42. One of those.
Yeah.
Like Tom Brady played till he was 45. I mean, it's kind of the argument I make when everyone says, I can't believe the Saints drafted a 26-year-old. He's way too old. Guys, if Tyler Shuck is your starting quarterback for the next decade, he's sitting there at 36.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford just won the MVP older than that. Like, that's not that old for a quarterback. You see that a lot in really every sport now. I mean, so yeah, I'll take it. I think that's common across the board regardless of sport.
All right, so 2 people are now in NYPD custody after climbing on top of the Empire State Building, where they unfurled a large banner atop the iconic Manhattan landmark. Approximately after 30 minutes on top of the tower, the pair began climbing down the spiral until a platform where one of them appears to propose to the other. So, proposal on top of the Empire State Building. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, if you can do it, take it, man. Why not?
I'll take it.
I saw this video. Musso showed it to me actually right before I came on air. He was like, look at these 2 idiots climbing the Empire State Building. We're watching it. He's like, wait a minute. One of them proposed to the other. Here's what I'm saying. Thank God I'm already married. If I was another guy, I'd be pissed seeing that, because then your girlfriend would be like, okay, well, you got to do something to top that. Any of you fellas out there that are thinking about proposing, if your girlfriend has seen this, good luck to you. Is all I got to say. Like, that's impressive. The fact that she climbed it with him.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's impressive as well. I mean, yeah, that's obviously totally illegal. Honestly, it looked like they free climbed it too.
Yes.
I didn't see any harnesses. Like,
to them, no.
The balls on that couple.
Yes.
No thanks.
Yes.
And if I climb all the way up there, I'm not coming down.
Yeah, man. Like, y'all gotta get the helicopter.
Going up was scary enough. Free climbing, going down. I did all that effort, exerted all that energy. No, like you have to. Tell you what, you want to arrest me? Cool. Go get your NYPD chopper and come get me down. I will go down that way. But heck of a proposal, man.
Nah, I'm really thinking about it. That is kind of the end all be all when you think about it. People that climb the mountains and do all these type of scales. You got to go down. You made it all the way up here. You still got to go back down. So nah, man. I definitely would have been like, okay, you know what? Let's call him the chopper, man. I'm not looking down. So Guardians rookie Cooper Ingle made a big mistake last night that he will never forget. So the Cleveland's left fielder lost track of the number of outs in the 7th inning last night, and he threw the ball into the stands, thinking it was 3 outs, and allowed the Texas Rangers to score the go-ahead run to win the game 4-2. So, making a bonehead mistake in your second. I didn't mention that. This was his second MLB game. Take it or leave it. A great mistake.
Because leave it alone. It's one thing to do it as an established player. Your second MLB game, like it was a couple years ago. I think it was Brady's last year on the Patriots. Didn't he forget what down it was? He thought it was 3rd down. And then it was the Bears
game. The Bears game.
Yeah.
It was Thursday night football.
That's Tom freaking Brady, man. Like, two things can be said about that. One, it can happen to anybody.
Yes.
Because Brady did it. 2, it's Tom Brady and you're not at your second MLB game. You got to be paying more. At least with Brady, though, like if you're running a no huddle, like you're the quarterback, you got to be.
Yeah.
You're standing there in the outfield waiting for something to happen. What the hell else are you doing?
Yeah, man.
And it's not like it's like you're moving down the field. It's a 12, 13 play drive. There's 3 outs in baseball.
Yeah.
Look, I wasn't the smartest guy in the world. Nobody else is going to be like, man, I got a math equation. Let me call up Taylor. I bet he could solve this geometry thing for me, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I can count to 3, Jordan. I can count to 3 with the best of.
Really well.
So, no, I'm going to leave that, man. That is a tough scene for our guy, Cooper Ingle. It is very poetic that this happened to Cleveland. One, we make fun of Cleveland sports all the time, but two, very Major League-esque. This makes me think of vintage Cleveland Indians with Jake Taylor and Rick Wild Thing Vaughn. Willie Mays Hayes out there. We got Wesley Snipes in center field, okay? That's what we got. Like, this makes me think of Major League.
Yeah, man.
So
you know
this
what?
is actually the perfect team for this to happen to?
Yeah. I'll tell you this, though. Before we get out of here, like, going forward with this, I know it's the second start. I mean, I guess you only can go up from here. You can only go up. But, dude, this is a tough scene. Like, imagine going back to the dugout after they finally did get the third out and you allowed that to happen. I would rather be anywhere on the planet but in that dugout, dude. Anywhere in the planet, dude. Anywhere. So that's it for Take It or Leave It.
All right, that'll do it for Take It or Leave It, and that'll do it for a Wednesday edition of the Hunt Palmer Show. Had a lot of fun today. We bounced around a lot of different topics. Taco Bell really made me mad yesterday, but we'll save that.
It's a scam.
Dude, I mean, we've had a good day. Okay, we started out angry on the show. We got better as the show went on. That's all we can ask for. Again, look, we're going to be jam-packed tomorrow. We're going to talk a little fantasy football. We're going to have our guy, Preston Guy, TigerBay.com. Normally Friday, he's going to move up a day because there is a lot going on in the recruiting world of college football, a lot of it involving the LSU Tigers. Look, we're talking Saints. We're talking SEC football. We're talking NFL. Heck, maybe we'll even get a little World Cup recap as our guys, USA, taking on Bosnia tonight. Be locked in. We're talking about it a little bit tomorrow here on the Hunt Palmer Show. So again, we got one more day left in the work week. We're back same time, same place tomorrow here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
The Hunt Palmer Show.
Lifetime Roofing, lifetimeroofingla.com, lifetimeroofingla.com is that website. Look, storm season is around the corner. Maybe you don't feel like you need a new roof. You don't have any leaking issues that you know of. The roof's a little bit older, but you don't see it discolored. It's not giving you problems, but you're a little bit nervous what a storm might do. Well, they don't have to put a new roof on. They can at Lifetime Roofing, but they can come over and they can do a tune-up to reinforce that roof so you feel like you've got more peace of mind as storm season approaches. It's just part of our life down here in South Louisiana. We know storm season can be rough. We've had a couple of quiet ones in a row. I hope there's 10 more to come just like it. But I think we all know that that's unlikely. If you want to take care of that big investment, which is your house, take care of the people under your roof, which is the most important thing in your life, and want to make sure that your roof is in the best shape it can be to do that, Lifetime Roofing is a company you can trust. They're Baton Rouge-based, Louisiana people, give you a lifetime workmanship warranty. It's Lifetime Roofing, lifetimeroofingla.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you'll likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.